If you love playing MTGO, please make sure you check out my sponsors in the description below. Mana Traders, I've got a sweet discount code. Just head there and you can start playing whatever deck you want. Hey everyone, Matt from TOTALmtg here, and today on this week's deck tip, well not this week, it's the second deck tip this week, I am bringing you another M19 Standard brew iron, and we're heading to the Knights, Black-White Knights. I'm very excited to bring this deck to you today because I've practiced with it and it's been absolutely epic. Even just like a one attack win I've had this week, doing 20 damage in one go. It's been absolutely amazing. Black-White Knights I feel can be very, very strong. Let's start off by looking at the creatures. So we have 25 creatures in total, starting off with 4 of Dauntless Bodyguard. This 2-1 for 1 is really good. When it enters the battlefield, you get to choose another creature. You can then sacrifice the bodyguard and make that one indestructible to end of turn. You know, don't always hold back. If you want to get the turn 1 this down, it is still very good. 2-1 for 1 is a very, very good stat. And it doesn't, the second ability that, obviously the ability that it does have is nice as well. But it's not the be all and end all. To get this on and get the aggro started is, sometimes it has to be done. Then we go to our Knight of Grace. We have 4 of these. It's hexproof from black. Fatal Push does nothing to this one. First strike 2/2. And if you have another black permanent, it gets +1/0. And that works very well with Knight of Malice, which we also run at 4 of. This one is hexproof from white. First strike, and if you control another white permanent, this gets +1/0. So these two work obviously very well together. You can get these down straight away. You've got 2 3/2 first strikes that are both hexproof from a colour. Very nice and very, very aggro. Metallic Mimic is in there as our honorary knight, the shapeshifter. Have to have it in there in the tribal deck. When it enters, obviously you are going to choose knights, and then it means all your other knights come in with a +1/1 counter. If you can get this to, part of the skill of this is to get it to stay on the field because it never stays on the field. I've had this killed more turns where it's come down than it has actually benefited me. But you have to have it in a deck for that, few times that you will get the counters on the other creatures. It's just absolutely brilliant. Benelish Marshal is there. It gives all our knights +1/1. And, any other creature, but we do just run mainly, obviously knights. So this is a 3/3 for stats. It does, it's triple white, but it's never been hard for me to cast, and it has to be in there. Pumps all the other knights. Great card. We have a 1 of Ariel, Knight of Windgrace. Originally I did have 2 of these, but I dropped it to 1, this legendary human knight. 2 black and a white. It's got lots of good abilities, and the stats alone, 4/4, are very good. Has vigilance. You can pay 2 and a white to make a 2/2 white knight token, or you can pay a black and tap and tap X untap knights you control, destroy target creature with power X or less. So, has brilliant evasion, it's got vigilance, can make creatures, and can destroy things as well. So, Ariel is a very, very sweet card. Now this card, the next creature, I've been very, very impressed with. This was on the field when I did the 20 damage in one turn, just because of its ability. Valiant Knight from M19, 3 and a white. It's a 3/4 stat, gives all other knights +1/1. So, Radiant Destiny was in my original first draft of this deck, but I took it out because with the Mimics, with this, and with one of our Planeswalkers, I felt it was just never needed. I dropped it from 3 to 2. So Radiant Destiny, got shot out there to put an extra couple of Fatal Pushes in there that you'll see in a minute. But this is brilliant. The ability of 3 double white, give your knights, they all gain double strike. That is just win. It's just win. Sometimes they see you on 4 land and think, oh, I'll take a chance and attack. One of my friends did that, and then I whopped it with 20 with just 2 creatures. Absolutely amazing card. We also have a 1 of Lena, Selfless Champion. This human knight, 3/3 stats for 6. Now, it does obviously make soldiers, not knights, but when this enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier for each non-token creature you control. We can have a lot of creatures out, and this can literally come down and make a hell of a lot of creatures. Obviously, they're soldiers, they're not knights. I wish they were knights, but it still can be a winning move. You can sacrifice Lena. Creatures you control with power less than Lena gain indestructible to end of turn. Chances of that are very, very slim with the amount of counters we might be putting on. But Lena is there as a 1 of. I wanted to try it out. And in the few times it's come out, it's been pretty good. So let's get on to the rest of the deck and the spells here. Like I said, I run 4 Fatal Push. I originally had 2 and 2 Radiant Destiny, but the Radiant Destiny got pushed to the side because it just wasn't needed in this configuration of my deck here. So we got 4 Fatal Push that I feel would be a lot better. And then we got 4 History of Benalia. For Knights, this is an amazing, amazing card. 1 double white. Create a knight, on the first turn, create a knight on the second one, then give all your knights +2/+1. And then if you've got, one of your other Valiant Knights out, you give them all double strike. It's just absolutely amazing. The power you can get from these knights is quite incredible. So then we go to our Planeswalker. We've got a Ajani Adversary of Tyrants, and this is epic for this deck as well. Put 1/1 counter on each up to 2 target creatures. We can -2 to bring one of our creatures back to the battlefield. And then when you get to the -7 stage, you get an emblem which makes cats 3 1/1 cat creature tokens with lifelinks. Yep, they'd be better if they were knights, but the first 2 abilities on this are absolutely amazing. And it's a 4-mana Planeswalker that comes in with Loyalty 4. It's very, very strong, Ajani. I suggest you pick them up now. 2 last bits of removal in there. We've got 1 Cast Out, which obviously has Flash, which is very good. And we have 1 Vraska's Contempt. We do have more of these in the sideboard. So we're going to get to the lands now. We run 23 lands in total, 4 Concealed Courtyards, taps for black or white, and we also have 4 Isolated Chapels. Also in there is 1 of Field of Ruin, and a couple of Chefnet Dunes, just in case we can pump them up, sacrifice it to itself, and give all our creatures +1/1 to end of turn. And of course then we have some basic plains and some swamps as well. So onto the sideboard now. We've got just 1 creature in the sideboard. We have a 1 of Vona that's come in and done some serious work. Nearly in the main deck, but I think it's nice coming in. 4/4 Vigilance Lifelink, and obviously has the other ability as well. But the Lifelink sometimes has been game winning for us. We then have 3 Duress. Bringing in there, getting rid of awkward stuff, maybe Planeswalkers, you know what Duress does, really nice sideboard card. And then we have a couple of Fragmentize to destroy target artifact or enchantments with mana cost of 4 or less. To help with the graveyards, we've got a Sentinel Totem in the sideboard. And then we have a 1 of Doomfall. I like a 1 of Doomfall in the sideboard at the moment. I'm going back into favour with Doomfall, not to up it to any more, but it's nice just bringing in 3 Duress, 1 Doomfall. I like doing that at the moment. Like I also said as well, we've got an extra Cast Out and a couple of more Vraska's Contempt that can help us deal with Planeswalkers or anything really, really hard to deal with. And then we've got a couple of Settle the Wreckage. Great card, Settle the Wreckage. Gets to exile the cards. They do get lands, but it's still an absolutely epic card. And the last card in the sideboard is a 2 of, which is the new card from M19, which is Cleansing Nova, which gives us the ability of choosing 1 of destroying all the creatures, all the artifacts for enchantments. So this is a very versatile thing. I'm trying it over Fumigate at the moment, so I'm putting a couple of Cleansing Novas in there. So guys, that was my Black-White Knights configuration. I really, really do love this deck. It's been so strong, and it could be a deck that I'm probably going to make in paper because I'm enjoying it that much rather than just playing at an MTGO. I feel like it's very, very strong. Hopefully, maybe some of the pros will pick up Black-White Knights, and then we can, see how it fares against all the top decks in there. But I do feel like this deck, it will definitely take down an F&M for you, but I do feel it could be very, very stronger than that. Anyway, guys, if you think there's anything be good for the deck, as always, put it in the comments and let me know what you think of the deck. I hope you enjoy it. If you're new and if you're, watching for the first time, hit that sub button. We're heading towards 5,000 subs now. We only went over 4,000 the other day. So that was, your support is absolutely amazing. If you could smash a like as well, that also supports the channel for free. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching the video. Take care and I'll see you on the next one.